in a really different country from all the countries we visited before. You know, Central Europe all has this kind of similar flavor to it. But here we're in between two worlds, France and Germany. This is the city of Strasbourg. I've been meaning to come to the city for a very long time. I've heard so many great things, especially going to the Brasseries of Paris, because the Brasseries of Paris come from this region of France. It's a complicated history, and I hope to come back here at some point to talk more about it. But today we're going to do a quick stopover because tomorrow we have a very long journey ahead of us. And for a nice 20 minutes, we're going to walk around the old town center of Strasbourg. I'm with Evan right now, who actually did the journey driving. And how was the drive over here from Munich?
It is long but very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
Such beautiful scenery, lovely landscapes. We got an amazing sunset. I'm glad to be in Strasbourg, and I'm quite ready to explore it.
First time as well, right?
First time for me, yeah.
All right, let's see our first impressions.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone, nice to see you here. Hello, Kevin. Kevin says we are indeed in France. Mater, nice to see you here. Mika says bonsoir. Bonsoir. We gotta switch our brains now. Sally says, oh, here we come. Oh yeah. John, hello. Bonsoir, John. Bonsoir, Sally. Nice to see you here. Kevin, welcome. So we're gonna make our way to the cathedral for a nice stroll. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and I'm joined by Evan Panagopoulos from, am I pronouncing your last name correctly? I
Yes,
am,
quite
yeah.
Quite right.
Okay, all right, awesome.
So close enough, I would say.
Close enough, okay. It's quite a mouthful, but Evan is running Urbanist Tours hosted by his company Explorabilia at tours.urbanist.live. If you want to join them, book now. Slots are limited, starting in October 2024 and then next year as well. Hello Bree, hello Susie, hello Ron, welcome. So have you been to this side of France in general, Evan?
I've traveled far and wide in France, but haven't quite stopped at Strasbourg.
Strasbourg, yeah. You've been to the Alsace-Lorraine once?
I have passed through, yes, on my way to northern France from Germany before, but I just haven't had the time.
Yeah.
And I hear this area, I guess, Alsace-Lorraine, and then you have those two very beautiful, great cities, Strasbourg and Colmar. They're very, very interesting. Yeah.
Strasbourg and Colmar, okay, yeah. Yeah, especially with all this, now we're starting to see real architecture here. The old town, very similar to, we actually didn't see much of this in Germany, thinking about it.
Yeah, this is the traditional kind of timber frame houses. They used to do them in the old days, right?
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
This is what we call the Tudor style in Britain, but I suppose not here.
Not
Maybe
here.
they call it something else.
Whoever the opposite of the Tudors were in France.
Yeah, it could be kind of so the king of France during the same time.
Dory says it looks Bavarian. Yeah, it kind of does look Bavarian, but even we just came from Bavaria. We didn't see too much of this architecture, so it seems like here it stayed alive. And Yvette says, love the buildings. I'm glad you do. A lion is recommending us to try the asparagus. Are you down for asparagus, Evan?
Are they in season? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, yeah. Let's check out the river. Wow, this is lovely. Look at that. What part of France are you in, says Sally. We are right now in Strasbourg. And this is right by the Alsace-Lorraine region, which borders Germany. And it's stunning at the moment. Wow. Did you drive there from Munich? Yeah. How long was our drive from Munich?
It was 4 hours plus just a couple of stops, just over 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah. And then how much from Munich from Vienna?
Oh, that was another 4.5.
4.5, okay. Let's see. So what's your first impressions?
This is lovely, quite surprising, if I'm honest. It reminds me, it's a very kind of quaint, beautiful, old, medieval Europe, like maybe Renaissance town. It looks very traditional. They have timber frame houses with the small tiny windows, and they have also the blinds, quite characteristically.
That's right.
In Central Europe, they still use blinds. I think in Britain, less so.
Yeah.
For the same type of building.
But you're right. It looks similar to British architecture because seeing these buildings reminds me of the jetties that you see in old London or older parts in England.
Yeah. Timber frame home. I'm surprised they're standing straight because those buildings tend to tilt sometimes.
Yes, and bend.
Especially with age, but these ones are very, very sturdy. I'm quite happy to see that preserving them quite well.
Nicole says we should try the tarte flambe. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. KC says it's like the Black Forest. Yeah, I assume some of these trees come from the Black Forest, which they're using here. AP says beautiful. Yeah, I'm stunned. Let's pause over here. They speak a German here. Yes, I can tell, especially by the signage. Because you mentioned when we were stepping right in, you said all the signs are basically German, just in the French spelling.
Maybe, yes. I couldn't have noticed that many of the city names have could have been.
Yeah.
Could be German, but spelled or pronounced in a French accent.
Right.
They also sound right. It's just the nature of the region. It has changed hands so many times.
It has, yeah.
It's been French, German, French again. It's really, it's the same word but pronounced differently each time, I suppose.
That's right, yeah. Darius says this style of architecture is called French Normandy, similar to Tudor. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Now we know.
Francis dice, esta ciudad está desolado. This city is desolate. Esto que pasa con las ciudades más pequeñas en Europa. This happens with the smaller cities in Europe. Yeah, what has been your experience traveling through Europe? Like, are there smaller cities that you've seen that are super vibrant, or is it generally quieter, these smaller cities?
Well, it depends. I mean, where you are, how rural and well-preserved cities are. I guess quite often there are some small towns that have escaped destruction during the war, and you will see something like that. Some others, have been devastated so much that have become thoroughly modern. You don't see much of this architecture. So we're really lucky to have at least a number of towns in each country that are like that they still have old preserved neighborhoods that give us an idea of the past.
Right, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's nice to see these many buildings concentrated in one place, because actually in a lot of the places we visited in Central Europe, you only had a few handful of buildings, old buildings, in a town where there was a lot more modern architecture. Yeah.
There is an element of expanding cities, and then you have neighborhoods in the periphery that are more modern. So sometimes old buildings, they tear these down as a necessity before they become protected. But Strasbourg is one of those cities. I tend to think, although I'm not certain, that I tend to think that it is a UNESCO heritage site, the entire city, or at least, it's certainly very, very kind of all these buildings are protected from demolition or alteration. So this is why it's so
That's quite stunning right over here. Yeah, a Gothic cathedral. Let's take a closer look. Hello, Irene, Mika, and Susie. Casey says it comes alive during Christmas and summer. Oh, that's good to hear. Lion and Judah says the dancing plague started here. I remember reading about the dancing plague. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, San Vitus dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun episode. During medieval times. Can you imagine?
It must be highly disturbing. I wish I knew more off the top of my head because that would make an excellent story. When I come back, I'll probably do a short video on that. So we didn't have any time to research about Strasbourg because it's mostly a stop in between two major cities that we're visiting. But if anyone knows any other history tidbits about Strasbourg, do let us know. Oh, that's where we're gonna. Let's see. Catch a glimpse of that huge steeple. So let us know if you still hear us and see us. Not sure if it's buffering. France, like most of the richest countries in Europe, unfortunately have terrible internet service, as opposed to the other countries we visited somehow have excellent internet service. So let us know if you still see us and hear us. I am stunned by the city. I did not, like, I expected this, but you know, it's different being in person than seeing it in photos or in guidebooks. Hello, Mika. Nice to see you here. Hello, Andrika. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Where the red flashing lights is just parking bollards to stop people from, street bollards to stop people from driving into the city center. So where's that gigantic steeple? Let's see if we can find it. Rebecca says, bonjour, mes amis. Hey, bonjour, bonsoir, mes amis. Bree says, I hear you and see you. Great camera work. A little bit much further away. We are 8 minutes? Okay. All right, let's check it out. So here, it's a fascinating city because there's also a tram system. Right here. And I like how trams and light rail is very common in many parts of Europe. Here we have the cafes. Cool. Marie, welcome. Nice to see you here. Hello, Daniel. Miss Lob says, Strasbourg has a unique blend of French and German cultures. It does indeed, and it's very evident as we're walking around. So now we just stepped out of what appeared to be the town that predates the 1700s, and now we seem to be in the side that is after the 1700s, judging by the architecture. Give you my educated estimate. Hey, Marie says, I love midnight walks. It's not quite midnight here. What time is it?
It's 20 past 9.
20 past 9. Okay, it's not too late. And the French are late eaters, so This is good news. That means we can eat something right after this live walk. And oh my. Evan, can you check out the name of this? So we can find out.
This is Cathedral Notre Dame.
Oh wow, beautiful. Look at that.
It's Our Lady of Strasbourg.
That is stunning. Very tall as well.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is truly beautiful.
It's
Gothic Baroque
yeah.
kind of steeple.
It's among the tallest I think we've seen so far in our journey.
This is really stunning. It's really something.
Because the Vienna one's tall as well, but I think this might exceed the Vienna one. Hey, Panji says this is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So there's a lot of churches and religious structures named Notre Dame across France and French-speaking countries. So no, this is not the Notre Dame from Paris. That's where the Hunchback of Notre Dame is based at. It looks like it's floating, says Marie. Yeah, it does look like it's floating. All right, let's take a look up to it. So our final stop on this nice walk is going to be right in front of the cathedral. Let us know if you have any remaining questions. Stay tuned. Tomorrow night, we're going to do a sit-down chat about our trip and what we did, a Q&A about the road trip. So feel free to tune in tomorrow around 9 p.m. or so, maybe a little bit later, 9:30, and we're gonna talk about our 2-week road trip here in a beautiful place. But you guys stay tuned where we're going to next, our final stop. Janet says, Bonsoir, Ariel. J'espère que tu pases un buen momento. Hey, Janet, yes, I think I will enjoy. Well, we have a little bit of time here, but I'm already getting the feeling I want to come back here. Panji says, visit Normandy. I have not had the pleasure. I've only visited Mont Saint-Michel. Have you visited Normandy?
Yes.
And how was that?
Very much, extensively. It's different, I guess, from this part of France.
Yeah.
In many ways. I mean, Normandy mostly and all about sometimes the invasion for most of the tourists visiting there.
Right.
But there is also so much more to it. It's beautiful little villages like these with traditional homes.
Also has this unique flavor of French culture, right?
It does, absolutely, yeah. I mean, anywhere and everywhere in France you'll find that too.
Yeah.
And although most visitors visit to see occasions related to the events of the war, normally it's very well worth visiting for good wine, fantastic cheese, and local culture. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
And Mika says, will the third mysterious guy be revealed tomorrow at the Q&A? We're trying to see if he would be down, but we'll have to play it by ear. Otherwise, he'll remain a mystery forever. Oh wow!
Absolutely stunning.
What is this? I did not expect that. Oh my god!
This is truly.
Did you expect to see something like that?
I've seen Gothic cathedrals, but this, I think,
It's elaborate.
it is absolutely stunning. Look at it.
And we're not the only ones gawking at it. There's plenty of tourists here. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, coming here is worth just for this.
You can just sit here and just look at it.
I think we might. Ladies and gentlemen, I am blown away. I did not expect to see a Gothic cathedral this elaborate with so much sculpture work and reliefs and details and ornamentation.
To say that this probably looks better than Notre Dame in Paris.
Well, yeah, because Notre Dame is Notre Dame is not as ornate as this.
It's much older. It's much more lovely.
Yeah. Let's take a closer look.
This is really.
Wow. Rebecca says, thank you for this loveliness. My pleasure, Rebecca. Oh my. Marie says Notre Dame is older. Notre Dame is older, yes. Joe says I'm getting my passport filled up. Joe, ironically, we did not get our passports stamped. Only once. Only once on this journey. Going in from England to EU. Is this the bigger than one Cologne? No, I don't think so. Hey Evan, can you search some basic stats of this cathedral?
Yes.
No, I don't think it's taller than Cologne. This is definitely very tall. Marie says, I'm just glad Evan is allowed to walk around you when you released him. Hey, Marianne says, is the church open now? No, I wish it was. It would have been such a pleasure to go in. Very well lit. Yeah, it is. Maria says, breathtaking. Irina says, gorgeous. Raphael says, stunning.
So, an interesting fact that the construction started in 1015 and finished 4 centuries later.
This is old. I did not expect it to be that old. Wow.
I did not expect it either.
Yeah.
But this is really.
And then the height. What's the height that it says?
You have like 4 centuries. So.
Just like Gaudi's work in Barcelona, or
466 feet.
oh wow, 460.
And it was the world's tallest building from 1647 to 1874. So that's over 2 centuries.
That's crazy. How did I not know more about this?
I don't know. This is just.
How is this not more famous?
Record cathedral.
460 something feet. That means it's 46 stories tall, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 46-story tall building, basically.
It's the 6th
Give or take.
tallest church in the world today.
Yeah. after Cologne. Cologne probably is in the top. Yeah.
And the tallest extant building built entirely in the Middle Ages. So
Wow.
from all the buildings that still stand from the Middle Ages, this is the tallest. So it is really impressive, even by today's standards.
Let's take a step back. Let's go down this and we'll end over here. This is impressive, right? By today's standard, you're right.
It's an absolutely majestic cathedral.
Well, for context, Cathedral St. John of Divine in New York was supposed to be 500 feet tall. So this is almost the height of what a super tall cathedral would have been in the 1900s. Murphy says, don't go, this is my escapism. Murphy, I think I'll be back soon. You'll see more live videos for sure. It's been a long day for us, so we gotta reserve some energy. Jesse James says, Middle Ages, I think it's more like Tartaria. Wow. There's an astronomical clock dating back from the 16th century. Marie says Strasbourg is just not that famous. Yeah, I'm stunned. I did not know more about this. I knew about the German-French blended architecture. I did not know about this cathedral, really. Wow. And lots of tourists all around here. All right. So, one more time. Cathedral. It's a beautiful street. Wow. All right, everyone. So we're gonna call it a night here. I don't think we could top this. Seriously, walking around this city.
I'm just speechless.
Yeah.
That's all.
Maybe we'll come tomorrow and try to step in. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this 2-week journey. Tomorrow is our last stop. And we're excited. I am potentially going to do one of the more interesting short videos because Evan has something up his sleeve. Something really out there that many of you won't expect. So stay tuned for that short video. And then later tomorrow night, we're gonna sit down, have a nice meal. It's something very classic, something that is very a great way to end the journey, I think. And we're gonna do a Q&A about this road trip. So everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. And let's do a wave goodbye. Bye-bye.